This is Remix Report with your hosts, DJ JD and DJ J Spring. For the date of
March 3rd, 2010.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Remix Report. This is episode 22, Playlist Wednesdays, and we're going to return back to the popular topic of the opening DJ and some good tracks that you guys can play. I think last time we discussed from approximately 90 to 104 in that area, so today we're going to do our kind of middle segment of 105 to 120.
Yes, but first we'd like to introduce ourselves. I'm DJ JD.
And I'm DJ J Spring, by the way. Hopefully you guys know who we are by now if you guys have been watching our blog.
All right. We actually really did want to thank a lot of people that commented on our last opening DJ post. A lot of people gave us a lot of really good feedback, a lot of really good tracks to add.
Yes, they did.
Some of them would be Alex Rage, HLM, Adrian G, Lunchbox, Audio One, Benny C, DJ Curly, and Fastlane.
By the way, Fastlane, if you guys checked the comments last time, it's not spelled Fastlane. It's like F4S7L4N3. And I told JD, I'm like, you can read his name for the blog. JD's like, hold on one second. JD actually went on his phone. He was like typing in, like, it was kind of like when they try to catch a serial killer in like the movies, and they're trying like to crack it, all like the codes they leave, and he actually figured out it's Fastlane. So big shout out to JD for figuring that out.
I'm a CIA code cracker. That's my day job.
It is. Before we get into these tracks, I just want to talk a little bit about the whole opening DJ, because if you guys have Twitter accounts and you kind of see everyone else, this has been like a popular topic lately, as we've mentioned a bunch of times, but I just want to say that the whole point of this is that if you're a DJ, don't go on and try to take the spotlight. It's pretty much common sense. I mean, the headliner's coming in after. And I just want to say, if you see a DJ and they play one track that's questionable, it doesn't mean they're burning. It's the whole intention thing. They're either stupid and they're playing all the hot tracks, or they pretty much know what they're doing. They might kind of get nervous in the middle of the night and draw for a track that's a little bit popular. It doesn't mean they're burning necessarily.
Yeah, one bad track does not constitute
even
a burner.
If you're opening up for DJ Riz and at 9 o'clock you play Be Faithful, that's just very, very, very stupid. But if during your set you're not playing like all the hot songs, and just for some stupid reason you play Be Faithful, it doesn't even really matter in the scheme of things, because Riz isn't coming on for another 2 or 3 hours anyway, depending on where you're at.
There's probably no one in the club anyway.
There's no one in the club, so I mean, it doesn't really matter. All I'm just saying is, don't just look to point to everyone saying that this guy's a burner, that guy's a burner. It's the whole intent thing. If most of their set is just songs that we're gonna mention and songs that you guys have been mentioning, you know what their intent is, and they're not trying to burn. So don't get too crazy about this whole thing. So
nice
now that I got that off my chest, let's go into some of these tracks.
So today we're going to talk about tracks that are between 105 and 120 beats per minute. I'd say the 105 to 115 range is really the most difficult range of songs in general, I would say.
And you know what's kind of funny is you say that this is the most difficult, and that's something that we always talk about. And going through and actually making this list for you guys, that one of our intentions for the site is to kind of have a conversation with you, and we've been getting tracks sent to us that people say are good, and us making this list, this kind of making things easier for me and you a little bit.
Definitely.
So let's go into this list and discuss some of these tracks.
Old kind of rock song that I think is good to play is Butterfly by Crazytown. I've actually dropped it primetime a couple times lately, and it's got a much better reaction than I ever intended.
That's a riff that people know from the beginning.
And actually, if you didn't know, AM did the scratches on it, so it's a good little tribute to him too, if you feel like. And
like you mentioned how you played this in primetime, a lot of these tracks are actually really good tracks for residency DJs to use quickly. You don't have to play the whole song, obviously, in the middle of the night. The whole point of these opening tracks is that they're actually, for the most part, pretty good songs. They're just good songs that might have kind of gotten lost. You might have forgotten about them. So that's why you can play them as openers. You know that the headliner likely isn't going to play them, not because they're just bad songs in general.
Right.
So these are songs that we kind of had to go through our iTunes and kind of refresh our mind with. So, like I said, these are good songs you might want to actually try in prime time from time to time.
We did some digital digging, as they say. I'll say a couple that that I found or you found that I hadn't played in a long time. It kind of took me a little bit. One was Houston, I Like That. Yeah. LL Cool J, Phenomenon. Omarion, Entourage, I hadn't played in a long time. Even Ciara, 1-2 Step, I hadn't played forever.
And there's a good mix of songs in this list. Some are some old school hip hop. There's also songs that are recent enough. When I say recent, I mean in the last few years. And those are good songs that people still react to. In here, like I don't know, Sean Kingston, Take You There, or even Colby O'Donis, What You Got, Danity Kane, Damage. Those are songs that people still like. It's not like you're drawing for all old school songs here.
Yeah, like Pussycat Dolls, Don't Ya, and When I Grow Up are both recent, but still girls love those songs. Yeah. So, Flow Rida, Elevator, also a newer one. Yeah, and there's plenty of newer songs that are gonna be fresh enough, so you don't feel like you're just playing old school the whole night.
But they're not like
prime time.
brand new where any headliner would ever get mad at you for playing these.
Yeah. So take a look at the list. Let us know what you think. Give us some ideas for other ones in that range, because like I said, for most DJs, the 105 to 115 range is a really difficult transition area. So if you have songs in that range, definitely let us know.
And there were some songs in here that me and JD actually kind of had to discuss whether we wanted to include them in the list or not. And pretty much just go back to what I said at the beginning. If you're gonna play one of those songs that you're not sure about, we said in general the rule is if you're not sure, don't play it. But I'm kind of gonna back off a little bit on that now and say that if you play one song that you're not sure about, you're definitely not gonna ruin the entire night. And I think any headlining DJ can clearly see what your intent is. You know what I mean? If you're really going out of your way to play all the hot songs, then obviously he has a reason to be upset. But if he sees you play one song that's borderline, I don't think any headlining DJ would ever be mad.
Agreed. I think we should definitely take a mental note of that.
Yeah.
All right. So let us know what you think.
And please keep the comments coming like you guys did on the first one. We really appreciate it.
Definitely.
And
thank you.
We had to shout you guys out because thank you for even taking the time to look at our blog in the first place and leaving the comments. It's just, we appreciate it very much.
Absolutely. Thank you very much, and we'll see you next time.
RemixReport.com